Hi everyone, wanted to show you my Black Sabbath collection so far. This one I was lucky enough to score, actually my wife did, at a flea market for $4. The cover's rough, the album is in wonderful shape, Paranoid, and it's an original issue. I said the cover's rough, but I'm not going to listen to the cover. I listen to the record, and I'm not a fanatical collector where everything has to be perfect. I collect the albums that I want to listen to, and I'm an audiophile, so like I said, I'm listening to the albums and absorbing them, not the covers. So I find the best copy I can. And anyway, Black Sabbath Paranoid, that has Planet Caravan on it, along with Paranoid, quite a few other decent ones: Hand of Doom, Iron Man, Paranoid, War Pigs, Rat Salad, Fairies Wear Boots, Electric Funeral. This is a solid album for sure. Next, Black Sabbath, We Sold Our Soul for Rock and Roll, which is a great collection of Sabbath songs from the Ozzy era. It's not an official album, it's a collection. It's the first ever Black Sabbath material I heard. I was lucky enough to get a CD copy for $3 in a bargain bin at a local grocery store, because that's the only place that sold music where I lived as a kid. And I got volume 1 of this on CD, which had Warning, let me see, Black Sabbath itself, NIB, War Pigs. It blew my mind when I first heard it, of course. And I've been a lifelong Sabbath fan since. This is an original issue too. If you can find this, the 1 record version or the 2 LP version, please grab it. It's worth every penny. This one's definitely got a rough cover. Album again is great condition. Sabotage, which in my opinion is probably the least popular of the Ozzy era, but in my opinion it may actually be the best album during the Ozzy era. Hole in the Sky, Symptom of the Universe, Am I Going Insane, The Thrill of It All, Hole in the Sky, God, what a killer song. But this showed a lot more progressive ideas than the earlier Sabbath albums. And as you know, throughout Sabbath's history, they've become master musicians, especially after the Ozzy era. But yes, another classic album, check it out. And the final in my collection so far, and hopefully that'll change. This one I don't have a cover for. Album's in very good condition. Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell, which of course is from the Ronnie James Dio era, which I'm not a huge Ronnie James Dio fan. I'm really not. I appreciate his talent and I love his music, but I'm not a true fan. His solo album, Master of the Moon, is an amazing album. As far as his work with Sabbath goes, Heaven and Hell, I dig the album, but I don't get the hype. I think Dehumanizer, which was released in the 90s, with Dio coming back for that, of course, I believe that was the best work he ever did with Sabbath. And of course, like I said, Tony Iommi and the rest of Sabbath went on to do a lot of great albums. They became master musicians, that's for sure, with a lot of vocalists. In fact, I've even got a recording somewhere of them with Rob Halford during a live performance, fronting the band, which is a really cool recording. Ian Gillian, another one. But yeah, great stuff. I hope I got the last name right. But anyway, Tony Martin too, with Cross Purposes. That was a solid album. Anyway, that's my Sabbath collection so far. Heaven and Hell, Sabotage, We Sold Our Soul for Rock and Roll, and Paranoid. Alright guys, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you super soon.